Terry Ann, remember when the Hennepin County DA came out, remember they actually reduced the charges, and then it was Attorney General Keith Ellison who took over this case from the DA, and they reinstated one of those charges. We have got to absolutely give credit to AG Keith Ellison. People got to remember, he left his position in Congress to run for Minnesota Attorney General. If people want to understand why AGs matter, this is a perfect example of when you have an Attorney General who is black, who gives a damn, unlike Daniel Cameron, the Republican Attorney General in Kentucky.
Absolutely. For the first time in 29 years, the Black community can actually exhale. We've been waiting for this moment, for this verdict. And Martin Luther King's verdict came out April 29th, 1992. And finally, we got it. And we got it across the board. And I think that speaks volumes to the work that this jury did. As in my history as a defense attorney, anytime a jury comes back that quickly, you know it's not good for you. That means no one's in that room fighting for you. And it's pretty impressive that this jury fought so hard. They worked late into the night. They stayed an extra hour into the evening and came back early this morning, which means they were serious about this verdict and they wanted to get to the right conclusion. So this is a huge moment for us.
When I think we lost Scott. Let me know, folks, we have Scott back. Are you still there?
Murder perpetrating an eminently dangerous act. Find the defendant guilty.
If Scott is okay, Monique, what we're looking at here is also, remember, Jason Van Dyke was convicted in the murder of Laquan McDonald, but that was also on a reduced charge. And there was a lot of people who were not, obviously happy about that he may only serve 5 years in prison for that. Chauvin, convicted on all three, is facing up to 40 years in prison.
Oh, and he's going to get them because they're not going to just ask for what they can get on each charge. They're looking, to increase due to aggravation on each of those because of the depravity and the cruelty of his conduct. So it's going to be a rough road for sentencing, and that's why I said when yesterday his lawyer had to read to him in court and make sure that he understood that he's choosing to leave it in the hands of the judge to make a determination about the enhancement, and he has decided to leave it to the judge. That was his best bet. They could read this jury way better than any of us could, because if it had been left to the jury to determine it, they probably would have been trying to assess enhancements and say it was beyond reasonable doubt for each and every one of those charges. This jury had a made-up mind.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.